Hey, Prolific follower, this is your team here, Prolific Podcast, Joey Ruggiero, Christopher Agostini, and the Alejo Boitrago. This feels like whose line is it anyways? But hey, if you don't know us and what we've been doing over the past year, man, we started in my attic, plugged microphones into a little MacBook and just had audio. And as we were praying and the why behind what we were doing, man, it has become so different and truly has become so much more than all we could ask and imagine and think. We're in multiple nations. I believe we're in like 20 nations. We have over 7,500 listens across YouTube, podcasts on Spotify, Apple, and Google, and all across different places. But man, it has become so much more than what we ever thought it would be.
Yeah, guys, at the start, the why that we had was that we were really looking forward to opening the doors of our conversations to other people. And, we thought, hey, we always end up talking about God. Why don't we just make people a part of this? But in the process, it's become something so much bigger than that. And we had the opportunity to discuss really real things in life. Pornography. We talked to a former porn star. We've talked to people who've cheated on their spouses. We've talked to people who have lived in Hollywood, and so many different conversations that just wouldn't have a place or a forum in the church. And so the why has become so much bigger. We want to have these hard conversations so that you can be blessed in your walk with Jesus.
The who is you, the next generation, the now generation. If you're 18 to 30, you're tired of religion. You're tired of fake stuff. You're tired of hypocrisy. You want the real deal. And that is what we want here at Prolific Podcast. We want to be able to give the real Jesus, this real truth, and all things that we've experienced in this life. And we want to be able to bless you with that. And so if you're 18 to 30, we love you guys and we are here for you and we want to help you and support you.
Yeah. So this is what we're asking of you today. Will you pray? Truly pray and consider about becoming a prolific partner. What that means is to not be a consumer, to not just be someone that listens, to not just be someone that is, watching the video and be like, oh, that's really cool, that's good stuff, and moving on. Truly what we're asking is a couple things. Number one, that you'd become a prolific partner financially, that you would come and support us. Like back in the day, it was a pretty quick recording, audio, upload, and we were done. Well, now we have an office and we have consumer and we have a producer and we have so much stuff that God has blessed us with way more than what we could handle. And what we're asking is that you would truly pray about becoming a financial partner with us. And will you pray with us? Will you pray truly with us that this gospel, that the goodness of Jesus would continue to move forth from these microphones, from these cameras, that would move across the nations like it already is? Will you share? Will you share the episodes? Will you share the reels? Will you share this video about us just asking for partners? And just see what God can do, because we believe if we are continuing to push forward the gospel, that we believe God will provide through that.
The reality, guys, is that anytime a ministry is being blessed by the Lord, it gets to a point where it needs the support of other people. That's just the reality. And so we have done this as long as we can do it with the resources that the Lord has given us. And we feel like we are in a historic moment with the podcast where we need other people to partner with us if this is indeed what God has called us to do with the Prolific Podcast. And so that is the why. If you feel like you're out of the game, if you feel like maybe you're older, you're a grandparent, you are a pastor of a church, you are a person who maybe doesn't get to minister in the way that we do, but you want to partner and you want your resources to be a part of what God is doing through the Prolific Podcast. We are asking you, we're giving you an invitation to please join us and be a supporter of the Prolific Podcast. So how do we do that, Agostini?
So this is what you got to do. We have a link that's going to drop somewhere on this screen or somewhere in a link somewhere, but it is podcast.prolificfollower.com/partner. And so click on that link and it will direct you to our partnership page. So please check that out.
And please consider becoming a monthly or yearly or one-time partner with us. That is our goal. We want to continue to move the gospel forward. We're excited to see what God has in store, not what our visions have in store, but what God has in store for the Prolific Podcast. So will you guys pray about it, consider it, share this video, and let's see what God can do. And most importantly, will you go be a fruitful follower of Jesus today? Yes. Deuces.